Okay, hello to the patrons. We're back and we're
Good
ready.
morning. Did
We're
you also say
ready.
good morning?
No,
Oh,
but we are recording this in the morning. Happy V-Day.
happy Gappy Gamagaze. Do you know that TikTok?
No.
Oh my God, it's so iconic. It's like this guy.
Happy Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it's like this guy, and he's this. This is like the only TikTok that I love because it's almost like a Vine. Um, it's like this guy, and they're like at a McDonald's drive-through, and he's like, and then I guess his little sister, or whatever, is like, "Hey, tell them happy Valentine's Day." But he can't do it well because he's Hispanic, and they
Hmm.
laugh because of his accent. And I think it's
Oh.
just funny.
Oh.
We'll post it. We'll post it on the
Mm.
thing.
So it's colonialism.
It's yeah.
They're laughing at the fact that he is having trouble with this second language.
Mm-hmm.
How funny.
But it's a car of Hispanic people, so it's okay.
Um, Oh, they're making fun of him. I thought you were saying like the people at the
No, 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 no,
drive-through.
no, no, no. Not the drive-through people. I'd punch the shit out of them. It's his family in the car.
Um, happy Arizona's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Yes. So we are here today to conclude our coverage of the hit underrated
Some may
Disney
say
Channel
it
series.
just like no one knew it, no one watched it, but like it was a slap.
It was a slap. Even Stevens. I mean, like people know of it obviously more than like Jet Jackson, the Jersey, so weird. But like it's still underappreciated, I think. It's
Really?
because it was
I thought you were joking.
no, I'm not joking, because like right
I'm
after
not joking,
this,
bitch.
I think we have In a Heartbeat next, which like no one knows about. But
What
then
the
we get
hell is
into
that?
like Lizzie McGuire and like the big ones. Because like for a while Disney was like, okay, female centric shows.
They said girly pops to the front.
They said girlies to the front. It was like Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, Kim Possible, Proud Family, Hannah Montana. And there was like a couple boys in there sometimes. It would be like Phil the Future, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, but like it was the girlies.
Did you
But
really just say they sometimes had the boys in there, like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, the two most infamous boys from Disney that isn't Shia LaBeouf?
and
Oh
Phil
my
the
God.
Future.
I guess you are right. There, it's just girly pops.
It was the
Girly pops
girlies.
year round.
Mm-hmm. And Dylan and Cole Sprouse, what did they look like on that show? Lesbians. That's right. It was all women running the network. I kid. Anyways, so we're gonna talk about okay, so we like put up a poll and the votes were split. And I also, as our podcast account, I didn't know you could vote on the polls. Like I accidentally clicked on one of the options and then I couldn't take away my vote.
Oh my
So I
God.
moved it to an episode that no one voted for, and I was like, we're not gonna count that. But it came down to the musical, Band on the Roof, and this episode that we're talking about today. And I said, what should we do? And I think we've made the right choice.
I think because of like the choice that we made was based purely on the fact that it's not just like a cool episode.
It's not like a genre episode.
Yeah, it's more like here's a crucial character that is so what's it called?
Prominent,
Pregnant?
pertinent.
That one that is so pertinent to this show because you can't have this show without this character at this point. Once he
I
gets
mean,
introduced, it's like done.
Beans is also in the Band on the Roof episode, but like I think while the musical and Band on the Roof are like two of the best episodes, Band on the Roof is my favorite episode and has some of my favorite jokes. But like I think this one that we're talking about today, since it's a normal one, it's like more true to the majority of the show
Mm-hmm.
for us to talk about. But of course, we love the musical, and apparently, if that hadn't happened, High School Musical would be dead in the ground.
I don't know what it would be. She would be, yeah, a ghost,
And
a
then
memory.
the band episode. is also one of the best ones. So shout out to her. Since we've recorded the episode for the pilot, no surprise, I watched every single episode of this show.
Iconic.
I rewatched, and I even rewatched the movie. I was on a
Mm-hmm.
kick. And this show it was so funny, so well written. Some of the jokes, like I did not get as a child, but like I watch now and I'm like, oh, this is so funny. Like in the episode King Sloppy, where like that
Ew.
that British girl, Lady Jane, eats that big sloppy Joe that Twitty and Lewis are trying to eat to get it free because it's like one of
Uh-huh.
those finish this and it's free meals.
If
Um,
not, it's $150.
exactly. Um, there's a joke in there where she says like, because they call her princess, thinking like, oh, your dad is like a king,
Yeah.
and she says, oh no, my dad's a duke, and then Twitty says, hey, I know how you feel. Like sometimes my dad's like that too. Like my dad's a dick. And I was like, damn, they really slipped in some good jokes there, some adult ones. They're really good.
That's
Um,
good. That's good. My
but
dad's a
yeah, I
dude.
highly
That was funny.
recommend I highly recommend a rewatch if y'all haven't watched it in a while. Um, it's really good and underappreciated. I think it's so well done.
Like, I don't want to go too crazy into this, but like again, it's the blueprint. It's the blueprint. Like this
Hmm.
this set up every other fucking show. I don't know what the next one is. I don't know what is it called?
Life
What's
of
the next
Pi
one? That one. I don't know what that.
in a heartbeat.
Sure. Well, I
Which
guess
was another like drama, and it was the last one that they did before Disney said, "We need some laughs up in this bitch."
because they saw Even Stevenson went, this was such a hit. What the hell?
Hmm.
And they just did it. They did the
They
thing.
said, "No more being sad and real."
Listen, it's all about campy jokiness, nonstop laughs, nonstop gags, nonstop nonsense, none the nonsense.
So this episode that we're talking about today is season 2, episode 5, Secret World of Girls. And this is one of the most iconic episodes to me. I feel like they aired it a lot, and I remember like the promos for when it was dropping.
Hmm.
So it's just
There were
one,
promos for this episode.
yeah, of like, yeah, the whole idea was like, oh, we're gonna film these girls and everything. Like I just remember the commercials for it before like the week leading up to it.
Hmm.
This was a
Okay.
big one. Um, some of the episodes are out of order, I found on Disney Plus.
Wow.
Like this is listed as season 2, episode 5 on Wikipedia, but it's not on Disney Plus. Like it's shifted around, which makes no sense because like Beads will
How?
be in an episode, even though he hasn't been introduced in this one yet. Like that's a pet peeve. I hate when
I don't.
episodes are like out of order
Oh,
like
you're
that.
telling me if you go on HBO Max, shout out to HBO Max, please sponsor us. Um, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is the only Cartoon Network show that I have started. And when I tell you it's out of order so bad, where the pilot is like the 12th episode in, and you know that Halloween special?
No.
Okay, there's a there's a really iconic Halloween special that was like the first 30-minute one because they were all like, either like
Yeah,
7-ish minutes, 15 minutes, whatever.
because they were doing Grim and Evil,
Hmm. Um,
a joint
they
TV show.
with Evil con Carne.
Con
Um,
Carne.
it's like the first 30-minute special, and it's in season 1. But I'm like, girl, the animation hasn't gotten this good yet.
I
It's not
hate
this good
when
yet.
like it's fine if everything is
Serialized,
like yeah, if it doesn't matter, but like
but it matters
when
to
it's
my
like
brain.
when Beans is there and they already know him, but we as an audience haven't met him yet because I'm watching on Disney Plus. Like this doesn't make any sense.
None of this
So
clicks.
Disney Plus, fix it. But this episode was directed by Fred Savage, who,
Name familiar? Sound familiar?
actor from The Wonder Years, among other things. The Wizard, Princess Bride. Um, has directed so many TV shows. Also does have some like abuse and
Ooh,
misconduct allegations. Um, so there's that in the more recent years.
does he sound familiar because of his abuse in assault
And then
allegation?
this one was written by Tom Burkhard. Burkhard
Tom?
Play Hard. Love that. He wrote and produced for Full House, Even Stevens, Phil of the Future, Zeke and Luther. So
Mm, okay. All of them were hits except for Zeke and Luther.
has some stuff under his belt. This aired July 20th, 2001.
I was just 6 years old, no cable.
Yes, I had also just turned 6 years old, and I couldn't wait for this episode that week.
Oh my
I
God.
said, "Who is this little boy that is showing up on the show?"
How do you have memories?
I know it's wild. Like
I don't have
there's
any.
things I don't remember, but like I'll remember like where I was when like a certain thing like this was gonna premiere, or like when like I commercials for motocross would air, and I would write down motocross on Friday at 8/7 Central in my little notepad.
Oh my God. Your
I don't know
brain, your
why
mind as a 6-year-old.
I only have pop culture references. I couldn't tell you like family memories.
And that tells you something about me because mine are all traumatic memories. So what's up?
Oh, so the summary for this episode on Wikipedia says Ren hosts a slumber party, but Lewis plans to sell tickets to watch the party in order to buy a suit of armor. Lewis and Twitty soon realize a younger boy has been spying on them. They catch him and demand to know what he wants, but he admits that he's new to town and only wants to make friends. When they are on the verge of turning him away, Lewis takes kindly to the boy's nerve and nicknames him Beans, ultimately using him in his slumber party spying scheme.
Boy, he do got nerve. Boy, he do
And
got
the
nerve.
rest was history.
I didn't know that Lewis nicknamed him Beans.
His
I like
name
shit you not. I thought his name was Beans.
no, his
I
name
didn't
is
know it was
Bernard Aaron
Bernard.
Guerin.
What?
Bernard Aaron Guerin.
That's such a stupid name.
Well, Aaron Guerin, they named him after like some Disney executive, so that's a real person's last name.
That's some stupid name.
But then they picked Bernard. And it's interesting that they brought him in because I'm guessing like I don't know for sure. I'm guessing it was like a network note of like, okay, season one was good, but like we need someone to
Smaller
spice it
children.
up in season two. Yeah, like a younger character. He's very much like the cousin Oliver for anyone that knows the Brady Bunch, like just bringing in this younger kid. But Beans became like a beloved character, whereas cousin Oliver just got shit on. Everyone said, fuck this kid.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
Death to Oliver.
Like, death to Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow.
Poor kid.
Um, it, I, w- have sitcoms always had like that, like, I guess, yeah. Like the nosy neighbor, the crazy cuckoo kid down the block.
Yeah, it was a very sitcom-y thing. You think of Urkel, or you
Mm-hmm.
think of that little bitch from is it Silver Spoons? Where I don't know, it's the actor who like he later went on to be like have a guest role on Scrubs, but then like recently I think
The
became
Sultan.
he became like anti-vax or something, and everyone was like, fuck this
Ooh,
little Silver Spoons ass bitch.
ooh, I know.
They were like, you were annoying then and you're annoying now, bitch.
And you just became even more annoying.
Yeah, so like that was common back then. And like again, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming it was Disney Channel being like, we need something a little different,
We
something
need
to
to
skew
spice
our
it up.
younger audience, like get them hooked in there too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, but at least Beans became an incredible character. That actor, we saw him in Cheaper by the Dozen. He went on to be in Kicking and Screaming. And then it's actually kind of sad because like he started going bald like really early, like teenage years.
I mean, I don't want to say this, But it's people go bald.
But like it's a bummer because it hurt his career because like he couldn't play like teen roles because he was already going bald.
Get him a wig, Mary, a wig.
So,
They make lace front technology.
so he couldn't really, yeah, he didn't really have a lot of opportunities for acting. So
Is that what killed his career?
yeah, I
Quote
think it was
unquote.
him going bald. And then like I read an article about him like um because remember there was that photo of like him working
At
at
like
like
a
a
grocery store.
mall, at like
Yeah.
a mall as like a Christmas during the Christmas times or something. I guess like one of his family members, I can't remember if it's mom or dad that got sick or someone passed away and he was like that was actually like me. I think it was his dad maybe being like my dad like loved Christmas, so that was me trying to just like do something to feel connected to him in some way.
And
And
we
everyone
were
was just
all
like, why is
dicks.
Beans working at the mall? Yeah.
We were all dicks. I didn't say shit, but you know.
No, but I remember when that like photo came out and everything, but
He was just trying to feel connected to his dead father.
I think it was his dad. I read the article yesterday, so
I never knew my father.
father. Um, okay. So did you recall this episode at all before rewatching it? I guess you did because you knew that like you were like, we should do this because it's the first one with Beans. But did you remember the plot of it?
Well, you told me that it was the first one of Beans.
Oh.
I vaguely remember the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I vaguely remember them like there was something about them I can't say for certain, but there was something about them setting up the camera and like recording the girls that like made it feel very like I think I've seen this before, thing. That or it was just me instantly recalling all the Girls Gone Wild commercials that would come up at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was you recalling the time you recorded a slumber party of girls.
Mm-hmm.
You perv.
Because I wanted to know what was the secret world of girls? What were they
Mm-hmm.
doing? What was going on here? Were they talking about boys?
Yes. Well, like I said, this is was one of my faves growing up, so I was excited to so I watched this two times in the past week because I watched the
Wow.
whole show and then once we decided what we were doing, I went rewatched
You finished the
again.
whole thing?
Yeah.
You are insane.
On the weekends, I didn't have
On the
anything to
weekends?
do.
You finished the whole thing on a weekend?
Hasn't it been like 2 weekends since we recorded?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, yeah. So this episode starts off with Lewis telling Twitty about this suit of armor that he wants to buy, and he's going into these little fantasy sequences. Um,
What if you spill hot minestrone on yourself? That
this
minestrone's so hot.
I think I've quoted that to you before, and you were probably like, "What?" But I think about this a lot if I'm having like hot soup. Well, when do you have a cold soup? But
I
if
do.
yeah, go ahead.
A chilled cucumber soup. I never cook
I
anything
have
hot.
had what's that called?
What?
I forget. My brother has made that. Was it gazpacho?
You're just doing this with your fingers. I don't know what this means.
Anyways, well, because
Gazpacho.
I think the dad there is so funny. It just he gives it his all in that scene. Louis, that minestrone was scalding hot.
I know. I'm like, why is he? He's putting on his I'm gonna assault you in the workplace acting.
I know. I was looking on Tumblr and someone else said that they saw him in their workplace harassment training video. I was like, oh my god, not just me. Yeah, but that's a great scene. Thank goodness your suit of armor. You bought that suit of armor.
I love how Ren and Donnie just come into scene and they're like, "Oh my God, Lewis!"
And there's also the sequence of Tawny being like, "Oh, that suit of armor," and like kissing him on the cheek.
Yeah,
Um, by the way, when
wild.
remember when Shakti was like, her sister spilled soup on her? I was thinking of this.
And they had to cover her in mayo or whatever.
Oh, hope she's doing well.
I hope she's okay.
Um, but yeah, also I think, and I tweeted this from our account, like I think this era of Disney Channel, I think Lizzie and Gordo got a lot of the credit for being like the ooh, will they, won't they couple, of
Mhm.
that era. And I think Tawny and Lewis did it better. And I'll say that.
I think the thing with Tawny and Lewis is like Lewis was such a like weird spazzy boy, and like Tawny was such a like cool girl. Like she was just like, "Hey, what's happening?" That it was like, and Tawny wasn't like actively trying to get with him or with Lewis, and like the vice versa thing. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like I like him, but I'm shy, and I like her, but she's too cool for me. It's more like she's like, I don't give a shit.
Well, what's nice is from the pilot, well, from the original pilot that they reworked into that finale of like the first season, where
Hmm.
they're looking back on the first week of school for Lewis. It's established from the get-go that he has a crush on Tawny after he falls from
Mm.
the flagpole. It's immediately established. And Tawny is like the
He falls from
outsider,
the what?
the flagpole.
What? It's what?
Yeah, yeah. So it goes that he falls from the flagpole, looks up and sees like a crowd of people that are like, what the fuck? Tawny is one of them.
Work.
And he smiles at her. Later, like, talks to her because she's like alone. She had no friends.
Hmm.
And then later he talks to her again. He's like, "Oh, my mom says you like me." And then she's like, "Yeah, right." Um, and then so from then on, like, they're just friends, whatever.
Hmm.
And then in the season 3 opener, when they accidentally kiss, is when Tawny's like, "I've liked you since I met you that first day." So the whole thing is they've liked each other this whole time because you get all of these hints of Lewis liking her from this
Hmm.
episode and from others. Um,
But you never saw it from her perspective because she's so cool.
Yeah, well, no, you get it a little bit like in the episode where they go to a party and the guy from Johnny Tsunami like also wants to hang out with her. There's a couple where the guy from Johnny Tsunami is kind of like wants to hang out with Tawny and Lewis is like, "What the fuck?"
Hmm.
Um there's a scene where the like she's like, "Oh, Lewis, do you want to dance?" And like they're just really awkward. Um, so like you get hints of it, but it's like established that they both liked each other the whole time. Whereas Lizzie and Gordo, it was like Lizzie was very clueless to all of it.
Yeah.
She had other stuff going on. She was busy being a pop star in Italy. So,
But
but
Gordo was trying to protect her.
so I think they did that story of friends romance really well. They even like after that kiss episode, they decide not to date because like it's like too much. They're like, we're better as friends, it's fine.
Yeah,
And
like this just
then
seemed too much.
by the finale is when they literally say I love you. And let me tell you, that finale and the way they did the finale so well.
Those middle schoolers said, "I love you."
But you believe it because for those that forget, the whole thing is they the Stevens family thinks they're gonna move because they think they're moving to Washington for the mom's new job because
She's a senator.
she's projected to win for like the House of Representatives or something. Then
Hmm.
they end up so because of that, Lewis like he can't say it in person, so he makes a tape saying like his feelings for Tawny,
A
uh,
tape.
a videotape, and then gives it to her like has Tom give it to her.
Hmm.
But then they find out that the mom does not win the election as
That's so
projected.
sad.
So they're not moving, and then Lewis is like, "Fuck, I have to get this tape back."
Tape.
So Beans goes with him to grab the tape because luckily Tawny hasn't watched it yet. So Beans, they break into Tawny's room, they grab the tape. But when Lewis gets home, he realizes he didn't get his tape. He got a tape that Tawny made to give to Lewis.
They both.
They both made tapes confessing their love. And so you see them both playing them at the same time, and they're basically saying the same thing of like, I fell off the flagpole and like I saw you there. And then she's like, you fell off the flagpole. I thought you were so cute and funny and all of this. And like it just works so well. And they say, I love you. And
I'm gonna
then
cry. Shut up.
I literally
Shut
teared. I was tearing up at this. I was like, this is so well done. And then when they see each other at school, this was also great. Props to the writers on this one, because originally when they were saying goodbye and Lewis, they were like too nervous to do it. Um, he was, instead of saying I love you, he started to say I love, or he's like, I'm really gonna miss. And instead of saying her, he says like the chili fries. I'm really gonna miss the chili fries. Um, and
I
on
think
the
I
ta-
remember that. I think I remember
on the
that.
tapes, they both say like, I don't want the last thing we talk about to be chili fries. So then when they see each other in person at school after watching the tapes, um, they're like, so like they're like, what the fuck do we do? Because we know we both love each other.
Mhm.
And then
They
Lewis is
go
like,
want to get chili fries.
yeah, Lewis is like, oh, like let's go get some chili fries. And Tawny says, I love chili fries. Trying to, that's like her way of saying I love you. And then they walk off holding hands, and it's so cute.
The only thing that's been playing, the only thing that's been happening in my head is me going, "Santa Barbara, friends forever."
Forever.
But now
Now
I
I
think
think I'm
it's such
feeling something totally new.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. We're recording on Valentine's Day.
Oh, we should make a post about Lewis and Tawny. We'll do that today. Yeah, but I think that was so well done. So like we all love Lizzie and Gordo, whatever. Sure.
Fuck them.
But like I just think Lewis and Tawny was done better because like that the feelings were mutual for the whole show,
You
where
know, I'm
Lizzie
a
did not feel nothing until the very end of the show and the movie.
she was clowning the whole time.
She said, "Who is Gordo?"
I don't even have a friend named that. You mean Fat? His name is Fat.
She said she didn't even know his name, David Gordon.
Wow.
Anyways, we'll get into
Anyways,
more of
let's
the,
continue on to this episode, which
yeah.
we
Well,
just
because
started.
it does touch on this because like you can see the little bits
Yeah, the later on at the
of the feelings
sleepover.
in here. So after the suit of armor sequences, we see so Lewis and Twitty are walking home from school, I assume, and they feel that someone's watching them from the
It's a blink
bushes.
and you'll miss it. Michael Myers fucking doo-doo-dee-doo-doo-dee-doo-dee in the background because
Mm-hmm.
I had to rewind it because
Who's
I was
call?
like,
Oh, sorry, my pharmacy's calling me.
answer.
It's a robot.
Oh,
It's a robot saying, "Pick up your fucking pills,
pick
bitch."
him up. I had to rewind it because I was like, why did they just reach in and find a skunk? And then I was like, oh my god, it's Beans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they think they're gonna find someone in there, but it's a skunk, and they run away. Um, and also I just want to give a shout out. I don't think we mentioned it before, but like Shia LaBeouf's iconic scream, his high pitched
His,
scream,
yeah.
really carried this show. Like
It was like you know how other like That's a Raven had a catchphrase. Lizzie McGuire had her little girl,
her
the
little animated
animation,
girl
and then
and the sound effects.
yeah, and even Stevens had the scream,
Mm-hmm.
like iconic,
And he does it
iconic.
here, and he does it later when the girls are grabbing him from the window and he's
Hmm.
clawing at the grass.
It's
Like
so good.
he really gave it his all. So props uh to him on that, but not for the person he is now.
Him as
Um
child him. Props
yeah,
to child him.
yes. So at home we see that Ren gives the family a memo about her sleepover on Saturday saying, "Don't be here."
Shut the fuck up, Ren. How does Ren have dominance over this entire family?
I don't know. She just does. So the parents are like, "No, we won't be here. We're going
We
out
have an
to
opera.
the opera." Donnie has a date, and then
But Donnie's
Lewis.
a makeup guru.
Yeah, well, there's a few episodes in here where he talks about like the face masks. He's like constantly telling people like, "Oh, don't like your face is gonna get really itchy if you leave that on too long." So
That's what he says at the end of this episode. Yeah.
yeah, he says it in like several episodes. Like they really want to remind you that
Donnie's a himbo, but he takes care of his skin.
yes, he's a skincare king. So Lewis says like, "Why would I want to be here for a sleepover anyways? Like I'll go hang out at Twitty's. It's fine."
Hmm.
Also, I love that he came in and said like, "I'm gonna make some chalupas."
Yeah. Anyone else want one?
Gonna
And
make
then
some
when he starts
chalupas if
making his
anyone else
little
wants them.
he starts making his little cucumber shake.
Yes. Just juicing while Ren is
Yeah.
talking. So funny.
So funny.
So Lewis and Twitty decided to come up with the idea to film the girls at the
At the all
sleepover.
night women's forum.
Yes, and buy and sell the tickets so that he could get his suit of armor money. So
So
would Twitty not get any of this money?
hell no. Tweety just gets to live in the fact that Lewis has a suit of armor.
Like what? Nothing is in it for you, sweetie. Um, and while they come up with this idea, they look at a mirror and see in the window that a
Oh
child
my god.
is spying on them.
Beans is a horror movie monster. Like it'll be like that thing of like they open the medicine cabinet and you're like, oh god, they're gonna be behind. Like when they close the medicine cabinet, it's gonna be behind there, but they're not. And then when they turn, then it's there, and then
You
it's
could put
Beans,
some like Halloween music in here and it would change the scene.
and it would be yeah, exactly yeah,
Just the fact that he got up there to the window of the basement and is sitting there, like, what?
like a monster.
Yes. So they grab him and they're asking him these questions.
What are you doing here? Your beeswax. Where do you live? In a house.
In a house. Um, Lewis going, oh, we got a wise guy here. And Beans does his fake cry. And then
Lewis is like,
Lewis,
wow, one of my top two criers I've seen. That's what
yeah,
garners the
Lewis
respect is the acting, the actors.
Lewis is impressed by this, so he's like, you know what? I'm gonna nickname you Beans.
Because I hate the name Bernard.
Yes. And then so Beans is gonna the rest was history. Beans
As
has
some may
forever
say.
been. And what's fun about Beans is like they never show his parents.
He doesn't have any.
And there's that episode, I think it's in season 3, where they think that Beans is an alien.
Yes, yes, I remember this
Where
one.
they follow him home and they see that his parents are like bug people.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole thing at the end is Beans is like, no, they were just like they're exterminators and they were trying on costumes for their new commercial. And you see the commercial. But then
Mm-hmm.
at the very end of the episode, Beans goes home and talks to his dad, and it's like that's really his dad is like a bug person. So it's like kind of canon that Beans is like an alien creature.
I love that.
So
We have to stand.
fun. Meanwhile, Ruby and Ren go shopping for sleepover supplies because Ren
Is a
has
dumb, boring bitch.
has the most boring sleepover planned.
I love when they play that game later. What's it called? College interview.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bitch, what the hell is you're in middle school?
Yeah, so Ruby's like, no, no, no. So while they go shopping, Lewis, Twitty, and Beans rig up the house with the cameras and
Rigor
the
Mortis.
mics. Yes, they rig it all up.
I love when Beans goes, why do we care about girls? And then Lewis just draws probably what I'm assuming is a rock hard dick on his little notebook, and then he shows Beans.
It was something that, yeah, they were definitely trying to make it dirty.
Because he goes, do you know what happens when a boy becomes a man? And then Lewis just draws something. We don't get to see it. And I'm
But
like,
I wish they had cut to it and it was like, the dumbest drawing. Like
yeah,
nothing to do with like puberty or sex or anything.
gross.
Yeah.
Just liquid shits.
Yeah, he just drew like a poop emoji.
Mm-hmm.
So it is now nighttime and Lewis leaves, quote unquote, for Twitty's house because Ren is suspicious.
He scams her.
Yeah, he has his backpack with his toothbrush and undies. Um, and so she's like, oh, I guess he really is leaving. Interesting. But little does she know that Lewis and Twitty have gone to the basement and they are now letting in the boys.
The boys. Tom shows up. He says, who do I write the check to?
Mm-hmm. I
Oh,
love Tom's
Tom.
character so much.
Oh, Tom.
And then we also have the character Ryan, who's in like
Who is
one
that?
other episode. Well, he was in The Other Me,
Mm-hmm.
as we saw, but he was also X-Ray in Holes. So Holes wasn't even Steven's reunion.
Wow. Okay, I was like, where is this man from? I'm like, it cannot. The video quality on the jersey is so crunchy. You can't. Please don't call me racist. I thought it was him.
Mhm.
I thought it was the guy from the Jersey. I'm like, oh, it's the guy from the Jersey. No. And then I was like, it can't be. It can't be him. Like, it does not sound like him. It does not look like him. But for some reason, this man is so familiar. I hate Ryan.
Mhm.
He's so annoying.
He's in like one other episode. Um, and then so the boys arrive downstairs, and then the girls are arriving upstairs, and the boys are all excited because they're like, "Oh, this is great! Like
We
we're
get
gonna
to
get
see
to see
girls.
what girls really talk about." And then they immediately go upstairs to like do facials and stuff.
Love.
So it's dead air. And so Lewis, because the boys start getting mad, Bean shows up
It's
and
not even the
says,
boys. It's just Ryan. It's just the other boys are eating fondue when they cut to Tom and he's eating the fondue.
and Bean shows up and says, "My mom said I can stay here as long as I want."
Work.
And then we have Lewis doing some card tricks to try to keep them busy.
And then
And
the
then
girls come back.
the girls return, and who shows up at the house but Tawny?
Wait, is this yeah. Because then they start when Tawny arrives, they start playing
The one thing you never want a boy to
to
know.
know. And I love that Tawny's just like, this is so iconic. I love when Tawny's like, well, I can belch like really loud. And when she does it, I'm like, girl, that ain't shit. That ain't nothing. But Lewis falls in
Lois,
love. Lois!
Peter.
Lewis falls in love because all the boys are like, ew, she's so nasty. I'm like, y'all, shut the hell up.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know when because they're children, when they're like, ew, girls are burping. And Lois is just like,
He said, "She's awesome." He said, "I'm gonna marry her."
animated birds, hearts, everything.
Yeah, so the whole reason Tawny shows up is that she was looking for Lewis, and then Ren's like, "Oh, he's at Twitty's." And she's like, "Well, I was just there and no one's home." So for a
Maybe
second, Lewis is like, "Oh God, we're caught."
they got us gals
But then they're like, "No, they probably just went out for food, for pizza
for
or
pizza.
something." So they invite Tawny to sit. As you said, she does her burp when they're playing. The one thing you'd never want a boy to know. Ruby and her accent. Okay, so by the way, Ruby, played by Lauren Frost, does not have that accent.
Oh my gosh, you put it on.
It's so good though, because I guess like when she auditioned, like on her resume, I think it said that she like has either like portrayed Barbara Streisand before or can like do a Barbara Streisand like esque
So they
like
asked her to do a Barbara
voice.
for the show.
Yeah, so they had her do that. And
That's
it's
so
so good.
good.
And then remember you were talking about a friend with a southern accent, and that's
Mhm.
Monique, who we see in this one.
Yeah.
That's the one you were thinking of.
Honestly, Monique and Ruby are such iconic friends.
Mhm.
Like to like a secondary character like Ren. Obviously, she's not like super secondary, but like Lewis is the main person. But like for her to have such iconic friends like that, oh, so good.
Yes, and speaking of Monique, so she's about to talk about Ryan and like this dream she had.
But
And
the
then
XLR cable gets undone.
yes, the sound cuts out and Ryan screams. It's like, calm down.
He's like,
He says, "What happened to the sound?" Please calm down. So Lewis is like, "Okay, we just need to go and plug that in." And he sees that the girls have all put on their little cucumbers on their eyes.
the cucumbas.
Yes, so now is the time to send someone in to plug that cable in. So Beans
Gets
is
fucking airdropped.
just the right size for the job. They like Mission Impossible style, like propel him in.
I love I love when because he's eating the chips. They're like, Beans, no, and he's eating them, and then Tom just goes brassy, very brassy, and that's me at the symphony when I hear the brass, very
Hmm.
brassy.
When I hear those trumpets.
Me at a
So
ska concert, very brassy.
he's able to plug it back in, and then he arrives back at the basement, and then Lewis is like, "Beans, like you're the guy, like you're one of us now."
You did it. Go home.
And then immediately when Ryan says like, "This kid's annoying me," he goes, "Beans, hit the road.
Ryan
You're
is such
freaking
a
out the customers."
God. Ryan is so annoying.
But I just love that Lewis turned on him on a
The
dime.
second,
Beans, you're one of the guys. Beans, get
go.
the fuck out of here.
No one likes you. Go home.
Yes. So because of that, Beans gets angry and goes into the house
Girl,
and unplugs the mic and tells the girlies what's going on.
I love the fact that Beans storms into this home. All the girls are like, "What the fuck is that?"
They said, "Who is this?"
And then he just goes boom and
Mhm.
unplugs the fucking audio cable again. Oh my god.
That means like he rang the doorbell, Ren answered and said like, "Hello, who are you?" And he
And he
just
just
like
walked
pushed
in.
past her and walked in.
He's like, "I've been in this home."
So right, so right. Yeah, and then obviously the girls are angry. They go down to the basement. All the boys are leaving,
I
storming out.
I love how when the girls are coming, it sounds like a stampede.
Hmm. And Lewis is like, "Let me through, let me through." And then he almost makes it out, but Ren drags him down as he
They got his ass.
screams. They got him, and then they end up tying him up.
What?
They end up tying him up, doing a little makeover on him.
What do they call him?
Louise.
Louise.
Hmm.
I love when the parents get back and the mom's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
okay."
She's like, "Okay, sure." And then even for a second, Tawny's like, "Wait, this is inhumane. Like, we shouldn't be doing this." But then she says, "You know what? No, it's fun."
No, I love because she goes, "This is so inhumane. We shouldn't be doing this, but your makeup needs a touch up."
Hmm.
Oh, she's so powerful.
And then later on, Donnie gets home and Lewis is still tied up in there. And Donnie doesn't care. He just says, "Hey, make sure you take that stuff off your face."
It'll get itchy in 30 minutes.
Yes. And then Bean shows up once again. He apologizes. He's like, "Sorry, Lewis." And then he's like, "Do you want to hear the rest of my pirate joke?"
This fucking pirate joke, I
This has lived in my memory for 20 plus years. The ship was a rocking
I
and a
get it
rolling.
rolling, and then I
Okay,
fell off my ship. What is
so
the
the
punchline?
the backstory of this joke is that when they were auditioning for Beans, first of all, it came out like a couple years ago that Kyle Massey was almost Beans.
Kyle Massey as Beans.
I know, I'm glad he wasn't.
Me too.
He was fine as Corey, but like he couldn't have been the Beans that we all know and love.
Mm-hmm.
But so when Stephen Anthony Lawrence was auditioning, he like did his audition and then was like, "Hey, do you guys want to hear a joke?" And told this joke and they were all like, "What the fuck?" And like he did it, he was saying this like rock on and a roll and like said it in this way,
Mm-hmm.
said the joke. I don't even know what the end is. I don't even know if it's an actual joke or if it's just a story he's telling in an accent. But he leaves and then they were going through like people for who it should be. And then eventually someone was just like, "Okay, what if we got that weird joke kid?" And then other people were like, "Yeah, like what if we hired him? Like what if we did that?" And then so that's why they got him. And then they put the joke into the show.
I
That
can't
joke
believe
got him
I
hired
can't believe Beans got the job because he went, "It was a rocket and a rolling."
because he was just being a little weirdo.
They were like, "That kid was so fucking weird, right? He's perfect."
He's perfect for Beans. Yes. Um, but yeah, that's the episode, The Secret World of Girls. The rest was history. Beans became an iconic character for years to come.
They had to have him back. They said he was a rockin' and a rollin'.
Hmm. They built it in.
Wow.
They gave him a little bit more character stuff. They said he loves bacon.
They gave him a meat case.
Yes. They gave him in the band episode where he can play bass.
They gave him alien parents.
Yes. They gave him some layers there.
They gave
So,
him everything.
hmm. So yeah, this was another Even Stevens episode. I'm bummed because you know I love this show, one of my faves, but
Fuck it. Should we just keep doing Even Stevens all
we
summer
just talk
long?
about the whole show. No, we got some other iconic shows to get to. So, but next time we'll be In a Heartbeat, which sadly is not on Disney
We're
Plus.
going back to crunchy YouTube quality.
Yeah, if you search it on YouTube, there are some on there. So we'll do the pilot and then I
Whatever
don't
we can
know.
scavenge up.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know anything about the other episodes, but we'll do something. We might just have to like randomly pick one and see how it goes because I
We'll
don't
roll
know.
the dice.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for your patronage, everyone. And
Thank you so much.
We will see you next month for In a Heartbeat.
Gappy
Hearts.
Gabaganze.
Because of Valentine's Day, yes.
Wow. You know
Yes.
what? And if you don't have anybody, just remember you can buy yourself flowers. You can write your name in the sand.
Okay, Miley. All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.